Imbalance. We will get that scoreboard updated for you. In the meantime, we've got Addicted and Minion OD. Take it away, guys.
Alright. It's gonna be the best of 7 series. White Rock between Dimaga. In the bottom left position, we have the Protoss player, the blue Protoss player, Boss Toss, Barbecue Toss, Grandpa Toss. I mean, the beast from the east. White Ra, who also pauses the game. Yes, this is the right map. And on the other side, we have Dimaga now. We have to talk to... None of us are referees to say this is the right map, but I will try to whisper those players and tell the Dimaga at least that this is the right map.
And they're gonna redo.
Alright, it looks like they want the normal map. The normal Tal'Darim.
It definitely does. Now, people curious, what is what's the money up for grabs? This and that and this and that. Now, if you go over into our chat and you type, money talks, then you will be able to see the actual Team Liquid post on it. But in the background, guys, I want to let you know, White Raw's fighting for $300 right now. Dimaga, if he wins, will be fighting for $150. It's the way the series works. See, they go back and forth like this. They continue on the series to double their money after every win. So every win will double their money. So if they go all the way to Season 3 or Week 3 of the season, then they're gonna be bringing the $650 up for grabs. Right now, it is currently $300 for White Raw.
Join on me.
All right, joining in on you right now here, sir. Go ahead and get that going down, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. It's game number 5. These two players are tied up, getting ready to go once again. Tal'Darim Altar is going to be that map. Let's do it to it, man, right here, right now.
Yeah, well, Tal'Darim Altar, very nice map to see a PvZ on. Always interesting to see Protoss players just going for a fast expand, and well, yeah, well, Zero players will do the same, but the only problem on this map is for Zero players, if they want to go for like double expand, it's just like, okay, I gotta kill the rocks, or I gotta take the expansion above the rocks or under my base. It's kind of mind-boggling what you want to do at that point. So that's gonna be interesting to see.
Well, looks like now it's okay here for both the players. The countdown has begun. Let's get this going down. It's going to be Addicted and Minion OD taking this one away here on Tal'Darim Altar LE.
Alright. It's time to once again announce the players, and they don't need introductions. I mean, they're so popular, everyone knows who they are. In the bottom right position, we have Dimaga, MTW Dimaga. He is the red Zerg player, coming back 2-0 into the series. Now it's 2-2, thanks to his amazing play. I mean, he combated everything that the Protoss player White Rat threw at him. It was motherships on the way, it was carriers, Zealots, Archons, everything, and Dimaga is still alive and well. And let's see how he combats his opponent. And his opponent in the top left position, I mean, like I said earlier, the beast from the east is going to be special tactics himself, Mr. White Raw. He is going to be the blue Protoss player, also on 2 points. So this is game number 5. It's 2-2 right now. This is a best of 7 series PvZ matchup on Tal'Darim Altar. And Minion, man, you're here with me. I mean, you saw the previous games. We're going to see some craziness here as well.
Well, I don't think that White Raw or Dimaga is gonna go for something crazy. Like, my own thinking about the last game, I was really thinking that White Raw was just playing with his opponents, going for carriers, going for those motherships. I think he was just like, okay, I'm gonna try it. If it works, it's very good for me. If I lose, I'm gonna go for another map, and this is gonna be on Tal'Darim Altar, and we know how White Raw plays on Tal'Darim Altar. He plays fantastic on this map. He knows the map so good. He knows how he can play those War Prisms. So I think we're normally gonna see those plays like War Prisms, Blink Stalkers. Well, just how White Raw plays, I just love it.
Yeah, I mean, both players have their own unique playstyle. It's something that me and Dust were discussing earlier. And let's see how Dimaga's going to open up with this. He's throw down his expansion. His pull is nearly completed as well. And White Rat has scattered all of that with his probe, and he's going to do and continue to do some scouting like he has in the previous games. I mean, he keeps on using probes time and time again to try to find what his opponent is doing. Now, he knows his cross positions, and he's throw down that Nexus straight after that Forge. He feels very safe. He'll probably throw down the Gateway and some cannons as well to be able to fortify himself and continue to close the gap on this wall. And again, what will White Rat transition out of this Forge Fast Expand? Last time he went for those crazy carriers. If you didn't see game number 4, then you've missed a treat, because White Rat tried to carrier and Mothership rush Dimaga. However, Dimaga had scouted and he had none of that. I mean, he went for Roaches and Infestors with a lot of Corruptors and definitely crushed that and crushed the White Rat's expansions, causing White Rat to GG. So let's see what Dimaga will opt for this game. Will he continue to play standardly like he has in the previous games? Will White Rat continue to play with his funny special tactics again? It's going to be interesting to see. But right now, macroing up from both players, and we're seeing the overlords being spread by Dimaga.
Yeah, well, Overlord spread is something you always should do while just playing a game, just having that map notice what's happening, still having that other probe. Gonna go scout out a little bit, and that's one of the things that I like about White Rat's play. Even if there is a probe that's already scouting out and it's just gonna go back to the base because it's getting followed by a Zergling or something, he's one of the players that says, okay, I'm gonna put another unit out, gonna go to the Xel'Naga Watchtower, gonna go back, there is that one Zergling, and is just not gonna see the probe, but at the Xel'Naga Watchtower he's gonna see it. And dude, look at that. I like the play of Dimaga, gonna go for that expansion as a third. But will that probe see it? If the probe sees it, that's gonna be so bad for Dimaga. And oh my god, that probe just saw it. Jesus.
Yeah, the probe now knows, and White Rat knows as well. I mean, this is what White Rat loves to do, man. He just wants to know everything that his opponent is doing, and he finds out one way or another with probes, with a 50 mineral unit, so cost efficient by White Rat, just using them, trying to find out what Dimaga is hiding. And there's actually two things that you can do after a Forge Fast Expand. You can continue to stay on 2 bases, pump out a lot of unit and try to bust the wall, or you can go for a quick third. And there's 2 hotspots on this map, Towder and Motor. One is the 6 o'clock position right here, another one where White Rat scouted and where Dimaga placed it over here in the 3 o'clock position. And now that White Rat knows, let's see how he reacts to this type of play. He's getting +1 attack, so this could mean a lot of gateways will be on the way for White Rat, or a few gateways with a robotics facility will be very volatile as well. And oh man, it is definitely going to be heavy gateways. 3 gateways on the way for White Rat. He already has 1, so that makes 4. And he can still place a robo and another gateway if he wants to, or he can place down and continue to place down more gateways. It'll be interesting to see. And what will he commit to? I mean, let's see what Dimaga will also make. I mean, Dimaga getting that lair tech, he could probably go for a roach war, and that would be a nice way to transition out of a fast third. But right now he's stuck on that link tech, and he could be in trouble. I mean, White Rat with so many gateways, he can definitely provide a nasty push. But he can still throw down more production structures, like I said, of 2 base. You can allow yourself to put down more gateway units, not just 4.
Wow, and just the thing is, 4 gates, getting an upgrade even gonna be more painful for Dimaga. There is like that one Overlord who is gonna see that pylon, so that's gonna get taken out in a moment. 3 Zealots already on the way. There is a Roach Warren plus an attack on the way. Are those Zerglings gonna see it? No, but the thing I think is a little bit sad. Metabolic speed boost is now just almost on the way. It was a little bit delayed, a little bit, so that's really going to sting Dimaga at that point. Units are getting warped in from the top, and now from the bottom, reinforcement coming up, and I think Dimaga is going to be in a lot of trouble if he loses that queen, if he loses those spine crawlers. I think he's going to have a lot of problems, but roaches are already out. Those going to clean it up very nicely. Just losing the queen will just be very painful at that point.
He can still lose the queen. The queen's trying to run away, and he's gonna lose it. Is he gonna lose it? One Zealot's trying to be the messenger of death there for that queen, but the queen survives on 9 HP. Without Zealot, man, if that Zealot got her, should have been a dead queen, but she survives. And the Overseer. The Overseer's gonna see one Stargate. Is he gonna see the second Stargate here for White Rat? No, he does not. He sees Chrono Boosted Void Rays though, and now Dimaga knows that Void Rays will be on the field, but it's not just Void Rays. I mean, it's 4 gateways and 2 Stargates, which will pump out a lot of air units and a lot of ground units for White Rat, so he's getting a nice composition. Let's see how Dimaga will react to this. He's getting some Spore Quarters and an Infestation Pit. Of course, on Fungal Growth will definitely do a fantastic job against clumped up Void Rays, but he doesn't know about the second Stargate, and that worries me, Minion. I mean, double Stargate is completely different to single Stargate. Single Stargate, you get less air units slower. From double Stargate with the Chrono Boost, man, you can get so many Void Rays out so fast on the field. White is going to look to do devastating two-base push with all of those units. He's just building up those Void Rays, man, and once they get 6-7 Void Rays and more, they can do a tremendous amount of damage, and it looks like 3 of them are about to move out just now.
Yeah, well, but there is a Spiral on the way, just the Infestation Pit just completed, so Pathogenic Glance on the way, more Queens on the way, because he really has those, needs to have those extra Queens for creep spread, or even defending air, and those are gonna help versus the Void Rays by just waiting. There is even that Spiral on the way. If Mutas or Corruptors coming on the field, they will help, but at this point of time, we're not gonna see anything. There aren't even any Corruptors, well, there isn't going to be anything on the field at this point of time. He's just making Zerglings and Roaches by just trying to defend against those Stalkers and Zealots. But the Void Rays are just doing so much damage. It's going to kill off that Queen. The only thing that's going to help is that Spore Crawler, but Spore Crawlers can't really attack Stalkers or anything, sadly. So I think he's really going to lose off that base, and that is going to be very, very bad. For Dimaga, trying to defend, getting more reinforcements, just target firing the hatchery, and that hatchery is gonna go down. Just 8 freaking infestors coming on the way. Those are gonna help, but he already lost that base, which is kind of sad.
Dude, Dimaga went for 30 Zerglings, and they're all on the field now. So are the Roaches. Could Dimaga go for some sort of counter-attack? I mean, this wall against 30 Lings and some Roaches can be penetrated pretty easily. We're seeing White it looks like he's going to try to expand shortly here, but oh man, Destructible Rocks are still there, and that means that was expansion is going to be delayed big time. These Void Rays are still doing a ton of damage, taking down Queens left and right. Wow. 2 Queens remain out of 3. It looks like they'll just hunt them down. I mean, charge the Void Rays are the Queen's biggest horror and nightmare, man. They can do a ton of damage. We're seeing Overlords. Oh, very nice Fungal Growth. Here come the Infestors, and these Infestors can definitely turn the tides here against the Void Rays, but still they survive on low HP. One of them does go down. Another goes down from the Fungal Growth. 2 remain. One of those 2 will go down very shortly. Another will, the last one was going to go down as well. But Whiterun, man, behind this aggression, he really needs to expand. And the problem is, because he didn't destroy these Destructible Rocks earlier, his expansion is going to be delayed. And if there weren't any Destructible Rocks, he would have expanded a long time ago in this location. But now, only now can he throw down the expansion. And let's see if he's going to transition away from this airplay. By the looks of it, he's still pumping out Void Rays. 2 of them will pop up, making a total of 4. And is he going to stop now and transition to something else? I mean, he does have a robotics facility making Immortals, and of course, with the Galaric Constitution near completion, Immortals can do an amazing job against the Roaches that are out for Dimaga.
Yeah, well, there is a third that was just, well, sniped off by Dimaga. There is that Pylon plus a Stalker. There is high ground vision at this point because that Overlord is there, so they're gonna take out that Pylon. There was a Zealot that tried to do a little bit of damage. It killed off a Spore Crawler, and that was kind of it. There is another Robo Facility on the way for Whiterun at the same time, and Immortals just pumping out. I normally would say we are going to see Colossus on the way in a moment. Colossus will really help. There is that Thermal Lance upgrade, so normally Colossus is gonna get made in a second. But just I like that he just pumped out some extra Void Rays and now gonna go for that more steady Gateway Army plus the Colossus, because it's just so effective versus Zerg. Even seeing the Twilight Council, so I wouldn't mind seeing Blink or even yeah, the speed upgrade. I mean the charge upgrade for the Zealot legs. And well, I don't know. Well, if we see something like Archons pop up, or something else like High Templars, that would just change the game so hard for Dimaga at this point. Still, Army of Dimaga is kind of painful, it's kind of good. He has a nice amount of Roaches, has Zerglings, the upgrades is a 1-1, and he has a nice force of Infestors, so if some nice planted fungal growths will really change battles, dude.
They can, especially if units are come together. Like you see those Void Rays, if they stick together like this, they get fungal growth. They can take a ton of damage. You want to spread them and micro them properly against those nasty Infestors, man. But Dimaga looking for a massive push on this further expansion. White he has 2 Colossus out and a small army, but that might not be enough. I mean, fungal growth can really change the impact of the engagement.